Welcome to Beyond Hormones, the Business of Wellness, the podcast for hormone and functional medicine providers who want a thriving, predictably profitable practice and maybe a little less stress along the way. Hi, I'm your host, Jody Lane, and I've worked with lots of clinics in marketing, sales, and business development, and I have seen what works and what doesn't. And here's what I believe. Hormone and wellness care should be available to everyone who wants it. And while providers know the medicine, many struggle with the business side of their cash practice. And that's where I come in. See, this podcast is here to share real strategies, real stories, things you can implement in your practice right away. So I am so glad you're here. Come on, let's go. If you've been running a hormone clinic for more than a hot second, you've probably heard the ongoing debate. Should you offer membership plans? Well, let me save you the suspense. I 100% believe that membership pricing is the best way to structure your services. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why from both the patient's perspective and the business side. But hold up, because even the best ideas can backfire if not done correctly. So please stick around to the end of this video and I'm going to reveal the number one mistake that can turn a great membership plan into a business disaster. So let's start off. What is a membership plan? Before we dive into the benefits, let's get on the same page. A membership plan bundles all the services a patient will need for a year into one set price. Patients can pay upfront, they can pay quarterly or monthly, but the key is that everything is included, so there are no surprise costs. Now, let's talk about why membership plans are amazing for both your patients and your business. Why membership plans are so great for patients? Well, first, predictable costs. Let's face it, life is expensive. People love knowing exactly what they need to budget each month. With a membership, they don't have to worry about unexpected charges for appointments or labs or treatments. One price, no stress. Also, it's a better patient experience. Think about how many places you go where you have to swipe, insert, or tap your card. It's a lot. Now imagine walking into your hormone clinic, grabbing a cup of coffee, enjoying a quick appointment, and walking out without ever reaching for your wallet. That's what a membership plan offers, a frictionless VIP style experience. And patients get the care they need, not just what they can afford that month. See, when patients pay per visit, money can become a barrier to the care, even subconsciously. If it's been an expensive month, they might delay their pellet treatment or skip a follow-up. And guess what? That delay affects their results and ultimately their satisfaction. With a membership, they're more likely to stay consistent and achieve the best health outcomes. So, now why are memberships a win for your business? First, consistent, predictable revenue. Memberships create financial stability for your clinic. Instead of the feast or famine cycle of pay-per-visit pricing, you get steady, recurring revenue. This helps you plan for expenses, reinvest in your clinic, and bonus, no stress over your next payroll. Also, you can enjoy smaller patient loads because you're not dependent on fluctuating patient visits. You don't have to overload your schedule just to make ends meet. You can keep your practice intentionally small, your team leaner, and your days more manageable, which means better care for your patients and less burnout for you and your staff. And also, there's a higher patient commitment, and that equals better long-term outcomes. A membership plan is a commitment, not just from you to the patient, but from the patient to their own health. Since they've invested up front, they're more likely to follow through with treatments, stay engaged in their care, and that means better results, happier patients, and long-term loyalty. And when patients stick around for years instead of months, that's just smart business. But you might be thinking, all right, Jody, that sounds fantastic. I'm all in. But wait, before you celebrate, let's talk about the biggest mistake clinics make when they roll out a membership plan. Pricing it wrong. You see, pricing is the silent killer of cash pay clinics. If I ask you how you set your prices and you can't give me a very detailed answer, you are at risk. Here is how you do it right. First, calculate your costs. You need to know your hard costs, your overhead, and your net margin for each product and service. Second, determine the retail value by adding together all of those things to get your retail pricing. Then compare to your competitors. Look at what others are charging. But don't forget, your clinic's value is more than just a number. Consider the office experience, your staff expertise, and especially the quality of your products. And last, price your membership plan based on real numbers. Write down every single service, labs, supply, and products that your membership includes. Calculate the total retail value and use that as your starting point. And do not skip this step. If you underprice your membership, you're basically donating services to your patients, which is kind, but not sustainable. The bottom line is that when done correctly, membership plans benefit both you and your business and your patients. They provide predictability, financial stability, and better patient experiences with better health outcomes and increasing retention. But the key to success, pricing it from the start. If you already have a membership plan, stop and take a hard look at your numbers. And if you don't, well, maybe it's time to start. What are your thoughts about membership pricing? I would love to hear them. Do me a favor and drop a comment and let me hear your take on membership plans. Thank you for listening to Beyond Hormones, the business of wellness. I hope that you're walking away with fresh ideas and real strategies you can use to grow your practice with profit and purpose. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow the show so you never miss a conversation. And if something you heard today resonated with you, do me a favor, share this episode with a friend or a colleague. It's one of the best ways you can support the show, and it might be exactly what they need to hear right now. If you want even more tools and support, go ahead and head over to acceleratedmedicalpractices.com. Until next time, keep doing the work that matters. Your patients need you, and I am cheering you along every step of the way.